Hey everybody, AcedTyler here. Welcome back to Let's Play Rayman 2: The Great Escape. In this episode, we are going to enter the Sanctuary of Rock and Lava. Except, of course, it's actually not a sanctuary level or something like that, because we can tell from the, there was no cutscene, so it's actually just a regular level. The other level where it's, considered the actual sanctuary is probably going to be the next one. But first, we have another challenge from Lee. And so, it's actually going to be the same kind of thing we did last time we were in the bayou. This is the Walk of Power, and so, yeah, just like with the last one, you basically, once again, well, not so much racing Lee, but just, like, following her as you go across, and, yeah, just get along as you go across. It's actually, it's actually different structure-wise as well, because there's going to be a bit more platforming than, well, I'm not sure if it's just, like, the equal amount, or just, or if it's just different, but, yeah, overall, it's just, kind of a different kind of layout for what it is. And for this one, I think this is where she gives you the power gloves, but the thing about it is, it's actually kind of pointless in a way because, well, we already got the golden gloves. So I mean, I think that's basically supposed to be the reward that she gives you for getting to the goal. But yeah, overall, it just it kind of does seem to be unnecessary for well, if she were to give you that because we already have it, so we kind of beat her to it. Although I guess we're mainly just here just to get the LOMs because, well, we're there anyway. That's mainly what, oh, and I fucked up there. Yeah, if you're, once you're in this area, you wanna make sure that you, kind of, wait for the, lily pads to, come over. And then that way you just, get across them. But yeah, it's really, I mean, we're not mainly here for the challenge, though. I mean, we're here just for the sake of getting those LOMs. Because, well, that's just what we gotta get. But yeah, this section is where you want to be careful for, because of, well, because of those lily pads. Also, I gotta say, right where that, sun is, I mistook that, that ray of light for a yellow LOM. I mean, it does look a lot like that, that other, you see that, the smaller one, right next to the sun. Yeah, I thought that was the yellow LOM. I was like, oh, how am I supposed to get that one? But then it turns out, it's just not there. It's just, the rest of them that's over this way. Because it kind of seems hard. They're like two suns. I mean, I haven't seen other shows where it's like where there's like two suns. Well, and of course, well, from Star Wars at least, because I think that, well, at least on Tatooine. All right, so that was the Walk of Power, and yeah, like I said, we already got the real reward for this race. It's just golden gloves that she's gonna give you, but that's about it. It's kind of unnecessary. Alright, so, now that's done. Now let's go back to the Sanctuary Rock and Lava. I cut this one off, actually, because, well, I'll go a little more into detail, or in the detail about it. This level I do not like, because this is where you start to notice this, kind of a dickish design, which you'll see later. But yeah, like I said, it's called Sanctuary, or it's called Sanctuary level, but it's not really the place where you get the, where you get one of the formats. Well, I mean, it kind of is, though, because the next level we're going to go to is actually, well, spoiler warning, it's actually a part of this level, but it's just on its own separate standalone level. But that was the reason why that usually when you're at a level where you're going to get the one of the four masks at the end, usually it shows a cutscene with Rayman going to the gate with the TNTs. But it doesn't show it this time, so that means it's actually just it's its own standalone level. So basically, in other words, the Sanctuary Rock and Lava, it's actually split into two levels. So we got the first half of it, and then the other half is going to be the actual Sanctuary level. We'll be getting one of the four masks. Probably because of how long the level is, of course. So they decided to split it too, because I guess I don't know. I guess they learned their lesson in fucking Sanctuary Stone and Fire. But that's just my assumption. But overall, yeah, I don't like this level. And so, as a matter of fact, I actually, ladies and gentlemen, I actually did 2 full recording attempts. Like, I actually went through the entirety of the level, and the reason being is because once I got to the end goal, it turns out I missed a LOM, or at least 2 LOMs, and I was like, what the fuck? I thought I got them all. And then it turns out those couple of LOMs are actually hidden very well somewhere, and I mean, because I heard the chime from them. I mean, that's probably the only way you can tell when there's a alarm nearby is if you hear the chime. Like, you know, as long as you listen closely to the game, you just hear the little chime from the alarms. That's the only way you can tell. But yeah, this level also gave me so much trouble. So I mean, I didn't really like it much, and so I had to do like full recording attempts for this because of those couple of lumps I missed. And honestly though, like the first attempt I actually did just fine, but the second one I don't know what it is. Like I was doing terribly somehow, probably because of the fact that that I missed those couple of lumps that kind of affected my gameplay style, and I was like, you know, a little baffled about the whole thing. But or either that, or it could be just a recording curse. I don't know. I don't know. I always seem to blame the recording curse for any of my fuck ups. But of course, I mean, I guess it's kind of the feeling I got when, like, you know, do you ever get that feeling too when you know you could have sworn that you got something, and then once you make it to a goal, and then it turns out you actually missed a couple of things, and so you get so baffled that it kind of affects your gameplay style, because that's what happens to me too. I mean, that's what I feel like. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one who's actually experiencing that. So, anyways, yeah, you'll see pretty soon that that this is where some placements will actually get diggish. I gotta say though, I like the look of this level. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of those Italian restaurants. And you know, ironically enough, whenever I played this game a couple of times, and every time I go to this level, and at least this section in particular, my folks would, or at least my parents would decide to just go out to eat, and then we decide on these Italian restaurants. And so, like the way they're, and each, and at least the same one that we go to, it's like they always had these interior designs that look very similar to these. Because I feel like some Italian restaurants I go to, they have those, they have the interior designs like those, which actually looks real pretty. And so, and so like every now is because of those, because of the fact that they decided Italian restaurants are the same one we go to, and then which happens whenever I go to this section to this level, then just seeing this really does give me those same kind of vibes where it just keeps making me think of those Italian restaurants. It's just like it's the kind of vibe that I get from those. I don't know why. It's just me though. But I mean that's just always what they remind me of. I actually still remember that particular restaurant. I remember how good it was. I think it was I think I had a pizza from there, but I think I might have had some others. I don't know. Was it? I can't remember the others. All I had was just this wood fried pizza they had, which was so good, like, you know, you wouldn't even believe. Anyway, so here's where I'll go ahead and explain how diggish these designs are. Well, first and foremost, we have this flower platform, and this is where this is where this one thing that kind of pisses me off, and something I actually noticed that's you know, that's very weird, is that as you go on this flower platform, you're actually going to be hitching a ride, and you can't really control Rayman around. And like if you use the analog stick, you can just Rayman can only turn around, and so what you do, if you go across these walls, they have to break with your fist. The flower will stop, and then you hear the timer ticking, and so oh yeah, see, I'll get into that one in a little bit. But yeah, you have to hurry and shoot out the wall before the timer runs out, and then the fire will continue through, and he'll just slide off and you fall into those thorns. But here's the most baffling part, is that if you after the flower stops, and so usually you go by those flamethrowers, and then that's when the flower platform will burn off, and so you have to hurry and jump to the next one. Here's something that's happened. So like for some reason, as you can probably tell right here, whenever you jump off the flower platform, for some reason the game automatically controls Rayman forward. So it's like it's like the whole game's controlling everything for you instead of you taking the control yourself. Like I'm not even like, you see how Rayman's being pushed forward as he's using the helicopter. Well, I'm not doing that. The game's doing it. So I don't know what it is about how like those designers just programmed it like that. Because, I mean, I know they probably want you to just go from one flower to the next, and that's why the game's just making you go to the next one. But, you know, if you're not careful, though, then you could actually just fly past that flower platform, and then you could potentially fall to your death. And so, yeah, that's one thing that's so annoying that just happened. Oh, and here's another one of those things. All right, so this is where I get to talk about probably the most stupid-ass design that I would ever see. You see that pirate cage right there? So, you can see on those other platforms that if you stand for too long, they will collapse down, and so they'll fall into the lava. And for some stupid-ass reason, they... oh, hey, I got 64 pirate cages. Nice. Well, I mean, I'm only saying that because, well, you know, it's the N64 game, but I digress. So the pirate cage is like placed right there, but the only way to get to it is just like hurry and you have to hurry and bust the pirate cage while you're on that platform before it falls over. But you're not even given a quick second to actually just to be able to shoot it in time, because as soon as you stand on there, then the platform will actually tip over and then fall into the lava, leaving you with little to no time at all to actually shoot the pirate cage. And so, some only other option you could do is just use a helicopter. But even then, Rayman actually gets like the gravity just pulls him in a little more, and so you're very likely to just fall into the lava. And so you won't be able to grab onto the ledge in time. So it's like you might as well fall into the lava while you're trying to get to the pirate cage. So why did they implement that there? I don't get that. That's like that's one of the most bullshit and just stupid, like some of the worst designs that they could ever come up with. It's very, very dickish, I would say. So yeah, that's one thing that absolutely pissed me off about this level. It's just god awful design choice there. I mean, I'm sorry, but like, you know, I don't even see how this is this is actually a good idea for that, because this is what I call a poor design choice. I mean, normally whenever I screw up on some things, I mean, you know, it could be just my fault, but, you know, because of the way the pirate cages are placed there, like, right above the lava, like, you know, to, like, near a danger zone, and so, you have to risk it all, then, you know, that's just what I call poor design choice, is for what it is. So, I don't know what it is they were thinking about, just placing that pirate cage that's there. And then, of course, yeah, so there's that, and the fact that, the control scheme is like automatically on those flower platform ride sections that they just made an automated control scheme for you. Like, you know, you don't take control, the game does, and so it's more likely if you're not careful enough, you could just fall to your death. So yeah, I just like, you know, fight the whole control and just like push myself back, because, you know, just to give my just get those llams. Oh yeah, by the way, this is actually those 2 llams I missed on my first recording attempt for this level. So yeah, they're very well hidden, and so I guess if you get close enough, you can actually still hear the chime. But yeah, that indicates where those slums are. But yeah, those you could easily miss. So those are some of the more asshole placement of those llams. And same with that pirate cage right there. You see that right there? You see how it was just dangling from that platform there? You see those walls with all the thorns? You have to hurry and get through. Otherwise, well, I don't know if you take damage or if it's an instant kill. Yay! Oh yeah, thanks for stopping yourself just to get a chair just for making it there. But you're not even done yet. So yeah, you just saw that right there. So yeah, that's another thing where you have to just hurry and quickly destroy that pirate cage before the thorns come in. Otherwise, you could fall your death, and now I fucked up right there. Excuse me. So yeah, another dickheaded play. Excuse me, yeah, sorry, I just ate breakfast. So yeah, another dickheaded placement that there was there. But there's the end goal, folks. So yeah, we finally made it. So yeah, Sanctuary of did I say so? Rock and Lava. Yeah, you know, for some reason they call it Rock and Lava, even though it's, I mean, it's another fire level for one thing. It's because, you know, Stone and Fire, it's kind of similar, because you know, they're both related to high temperatures, because you know, Rock and Stone are kind of the same, and so Fire and Lava, I mean, they're about the same. They're high temperature. Only difference being is that the lava is just like, you know, molten rock. But well, because rock and lava, so I guess it makes sense. But it just feels like the same, so it's kind of like almost like a copy and paste level. But yeah, Sanctuary of Rock and Lava. God damn, I keep having a brain fart about that other level. Yeah, that overall that level can kiss my ass. But of course, yeah, that's that done. So now we're done with that level, and now we're going to beneath the sanctuary rock and lava. So yeah, that's why that's why I was saying about the other level being a part of it, and so it's split into two. So we're done with the regular one. Now we're going to beneath the sanctuary rock and lava, and that's actually gonna be the actual sanctuary level. So for this one, this is where we'll get the third mask, and so we'll be getting to there in the next episode of Let's Play Rayman 2. So until next time, folks. See you guys later.